Amenhotep III ascended the throne of Egypt in 1388 BC. He was a young man, perhaps only 12 years old, yet he inherited a kingdom at the zenith of its power. Egypt controlled a vast empire stretching from Nubia in the south to Syria in the north. Its armies were unmatched, its treasuries overflowing. Amenhotep III's reign was not characterized by military conquest or territorial expansion. Instead, he focused on consolidating Egypt's existing borders and strengthening diplomatic ties with neighboring kingdoms. He was a master builder, surpassing even his predecessors in the scale and grandeur of his architectural achievements. Amenhotep III's reign saw the construction of magnificent temples, palaces, and monuments throughout Egypt. Unlike many of his predecessors, Amenhotep III was not a warrior king. He understood that true power lay not just in military might, but also in economic stability and diplomatic prowess. While he maintained a strong military presence, he preferred diplomacy over warfare. Amenhotep III inherited an empire that was already vast and wealthy. He expanded Egypt's influence through strategic alliances and trade rather than brute force. This approach secured Egypt's borders and filled the royal coffers, further strengthening his position. This period of peace and prosperity allowed the arts and culture to flourish. Amenhotep III and his great royal wife, Queen Taye, were great patrons of the arts. The bedrock of Egypt's wealth during Amenhotep III's reign was gold. The Egyptians had long exploited the gold mines of Nubia, a region to the south of Egypt. Under Amenhotep III, Nubian gold flowed north in unprecedented quantities, filling the royal treasuries and financing his ambitious building projects. While gold provided the means, it was diplomacy that maintained peace. Amenhotep III was a skilled diplomat, maintaining cordial relations with the rulers of neighboring kingdoms. He understood the importance of alliances and used a combination of diplomacy and strategic marriages to secure Egypt's borders. The Amarna letters offer a fascinating glimpse into the world of international diplomacy in the Late Bronze Age. Amenhotep III was a prolific builder, and his reign marked the pinnacle of Egyptian architecture and art. He commissioned monumental temples, opulent palaces, and colossal statues, all designed to showcase his power and piety. Among his most impressive architectural achievements are the Luxor Temple and the Colossi of Memnon. The Luxor Temple, dedicated to the god Amun-Re, was built upon the east bank of the Nile River. The Colossi of Memnon, two colossal statues of Amenhotep III, stand on the west bank of the Nile. Originally over 60 feet tall, these gargantuan figures were carved from quartzite sandstone and once guarded the entrance to Amenhotep's mortuary temple. Although the temple itself has long since crumbled away, the colossi remain, a testament to the scale and ambition of Amenhotep III's building projects. The reign of Amenhotep III was not only a golden age for architecture, but also for Egyptian art. Under his patronage, Egyptian artists achieved new levels of sophistication and creativity. From monumental sculpture to delicate jewelry, Egyptian craftsmanship reached new heights of refinement. There was a new emphasis on naturalism and realism in art. Statues of Amenhotep III, for example, depict him with a more individualized and less idealized appearance than those of his predecessors. The tomb paintings of this era are particularly noteworthy for their vibrancy and attention to detail. They offer a glimpse into the lives of the elite, depicting scenes of banqueting, hunting, and religious rituals. While Amenhotep III remained a devotee of the traditional Egyptian gods, his reign saw the emergence of a new religious force, the worship of the Aten. The Aten, the solar disk, had long been a minor deity in the Egyptian pantheon. However, Amenhotep III began to elevate the Aten's status, dedicating a temple to the god at Karnak. This shift towards Aten worship may have been influenced by Amenhotep III's great royal wife, Queen Tiye. She was a powerful figure in her own right, and is known to have played an active role in religious matters. Some scholars believe that Tiye may have been a driving force behind the growing prominence of the Aten. Amenhotep III's son, Amenhotep IV, would take the worship of the Aten to its logical extreme, transforming himself into Akhenaten, the living spirit of the Aten. In the later years of his reign, Amenhotep III's grip on power began to weaken. He suffered from ill health, possibly caused by a painful dental abscess. As his health declined, so too did his control over the vast empire he had inherited. This period of decline is reflected in the Amarna letters, which reveal growing unrest in Egypt's vassal states. As Amenhotep III retreated from public life, the reins of power were increasingly assumed by his son and chosen successor, Amenhotep IV. The seeds of change planted during Amenhotep III's reign would blossom under his son's rule, leading to a period of unprecedented upheaval and religious revolution. Amenhotep III died in 1353 BC, after a reign of almost 39 years. He was laid to rest in his magnificent tomb in the Valley of the Kings, surrounded by the riches of his golden age. Although his tomb was later plundered, like many others in the valley, his legacy lived on. Amenhotep III left behind a legacy of peace, prosperity, and architectural splendor. His reign is remembered as the golden age of ancient Egypt, a time when the two lands basked in the glory of their Pharaoh god. He left an indelible mark on the landscape of Egypt, and his monuments continue to inspire awe and wonder in the 21st century. Nevertheless, Amenhotep III remains one of the most celebrated pharaohs of ancient Egypt. Amenhotep III's reign stands as a pivotal period in Egyptian history. He inherited a vast and powerful empire, and he left it largely intact, a testament to his skills as a diplomat and administrator. His reign was a time of peace, prosperity, and artistic brilliance, a golden age that left an indelible mark on the Egyptian landscape and psyche. Yet for all his successes, Amenhotep III's reign also contained the seeds of change that would ultimately transform Egypt. His patronage of the Aten cult is his willingness to challenge artistic conventions, and his focus on personal piety over traditional religious practices all paved the way for the religious revolution that would erupt under his son, Akhenaten. His legacy, therefore, is a complex one, marked by both continuity and transformation, a testament to the enduring power and adaptability of ancient Egyptian civilization.